7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6.
Ooh.
Now an opening has the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. To start, here's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. A touchdown, lucky numbers 13 on the season. Well, that is a quick drive, and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The motion man is Nakua. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Giants come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
3rd and 10. Away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll go, and here's Darton. It is incomplete. They go for it.
God damn, they picked that fucking block
up. Turning it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll run here with the rookie.
Oh.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And that is
fucking just missed.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. 2-2 Atwell goes back to return it.
Make a play. Make a fucking play.
2-2 Atwell. He'll start this on the ground with Scattergood. And he proves tough to break down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. From the 48-yard line, here is 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get back to the former volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a 1st down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To Scattergood, running left, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Here's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
This one blown up. Good surge and drop them. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Tackle, we fucking tackle here, dog.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. His kick is perfect. And the Giants will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways. And they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
It is 3rd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run, and that is Jerquez Hunter. He's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 32-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. and even 30 yards.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
That is Ferguson in motion. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Down the field there, but his ball's incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, they'll run. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Slot man gonna move in motion left. That's caught at Savion Williams. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by Hunter. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Shit.
Now on 30, in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. In for the sack. That's a Baker's dozen. 13 for the year. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. His kick is good. And the Rams will level the score at 10 apiece. Now it is 1st and goal. Williams in motion. Back to throw. And he'll take it on in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka's money. Fucking money, dog.
Now for the point after. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson.
And our Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart.
Yeah, that's sim. That is sim bullshit, bro. That is sim bullshit.
Gets that forward
What
for
the
a
fuck?
gain of 9.
That is some sim bullshit if I ever seen it.
2nd and a yard. Throwing is Dart. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Let's go.
A play fake. Now Dart. The throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple.
He was a fucking troll, bro. He was a
A bit of a
fucking
quick
troll.
hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That one is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. To throw here to begin the drop. That's right side and brought in by Williams. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Offer's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. That's Nakua. Complete. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll look to throw again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Ferguson, the tight end. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and 6.
Oh, go this way.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. drive will begin with a run by Scatterby. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to
So why did he
extend
jump it and not even jump the fucking ball? It was not good.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun. It's Dark. That is caught. It is Hopkins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Where the fuck is the deep safety, bro? Like, I'm not understanding.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Dark gonna throw it again. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. To the air once more is Dark. He'll get that out to Scatterby. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and it results in a negative play.
Play fake, here's Dark, and that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they start again sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Williams in motion. They'll send a man in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete.
Run that shit back. Run that shit back. Run that shit back. Run that shit back.
Inside the 20. A big play and a much needed one as well. It's a gain of 49. first and 10. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
It is second and 6.
Here we go. Set. Rocco switch. Rocco back to 60. Fire. 19 tight. 19. Reload. Reload.
And he's in. Touchdown, LA.
Excellent play call.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Returning is Tutu Atwell. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back to 60.
On first and 10, here is Dart. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
On second down, a run with Scatterby. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 1.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On third and 1, it's Dart. He's got it
Oh.
tight end. That's Johnson.
Please check. Please check.
Look
Please
at the
check.
big
Please
man
check.
go. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first
Fucking
and goal.
forward. Come on, bro.
A big play for the Giants. It covers 63 yards.
The 6-yard
Roll.
line.
Roll. Rocco. Bring it.
They'll run. It's Scatterby.
Must be good, bro.
Score! It's Scatterby. Touchdown, New York. Gay to add the PAT.
What that shit, what God?
Is good. And the Giants will go up by 7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive will start on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we take towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a pickup of 6.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 4. Back to throw. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Rams first down. In the backfield, he'll get the carry here, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 9. They'll look to throw. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh my God.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws.
I'm gonna go for this shit. Sure. Probably fucking not.
But to put the ball in harm's way.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. They forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. On first down, Sharp. And open.
Wow, man. He did not get his bitch ass over there. Get your ass up. Get your ass up. Get your ass up. Get your ass up, nigga. Get your ass up, dog. Get your ass up. Ah! Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Who is bitch ass up?
Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact
Check
plays.
on Dart.
That is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league,
Check
like this
on Dart.
continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case,
so we go
they
back to
forced the
back?
fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
This one taken at the 10. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Here's Dart on first and 10. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to be dragged down by Tatsuli's inside the 25. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 53 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That is going to be...
The fucking safety will not get
Malik
started.
Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
Bates will not fucking get there.
Now Gay for the extra point.
Same. One-on-one. Nah,
Good.
2
The Giants will
Fucking
go up
out.
by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. To throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this out to Hunter. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the ground. This is going to be a Rams 1st down. Titans made it about the 38-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, they're on with a flash, and he lost the football. That was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Right through. You know, he's not supposed to be hit like that, bro.
2 minutes remain
He's just
in the
fucking
4th
not.
quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Dagger, it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Game to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Doesn't fucking matter who we block.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up a second down. He'll drop the throw. And down the field, and he's got Ferguson, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading right.
Oh my God, he blew it up.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Out to his right, unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That is caught. What a throw.
Fucking blocked 8 people.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good, and the Rams will cut the deficit to 7. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
There's a handoff to Scalaboo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Scalaboo. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll go again with Scalaboo. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
Here we go. Shot. Smash. Smash. 70 Lions. Riggs. Hurt. Riggs alert. Check. Hurt. Check smash. Go street. Let's go.
They'll go. It's Scalaboo. And he's not going anywhere. Stop
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And it's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. One final play. Again, working deep downfield.
I thought he was going to fucking kill me, bro. That's my pick. GG.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.